What's up, guys? It's Nate from Fantasy Racing Customs here. I'm gonna do hopefully a short update on the Dale Earnhardt race car. Sorry, thought I had all that out of the last video since I've already done this once, but we got screwed up. So this is the Dale Earnhardt race car from the 1992 racing season. According to, well, the decal sheets are from the 1992 markings, so that's, I guess, what they're going off of. Even though it's even though this one's been copywritten in 1990, so. Yeah. So, you know, for 20-plus-year-old, I think it's 22-year-old kit, copyright is 1993 on the box, so we'll go with that. So that's a 22-year-old kit. It's not too bad. I've only had one or two little issues. Nothing really in the way of brittleness, just right here on the frame. I was messing with it back and forth, and I ended up snapping it off. So I glued it back in, and it's just as strong as ever. Tamiya glue is fantastic. This whole roll cage has been basically welded together with that Tamiya glue. And yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically welded together with that Tamiya. I mean, it's a like super liquid in a brush, and I really like it. I left it downstairs because I'm upstairs just messing with this a little bit, getting some wet sanding done. As for the body, I started wet sanding it. I need to go one or two more passes with my superfine grits, but I also forgot to take off the injection molds here, which I'm gonna do and then go back through and wet sand this. As for the body, making sure that it is perfect. I am going to try the tape method. I have a piece of wood that's like 12 by 12 that I typically use and set like the cans, because I usually put a can and tape the body to the can. But yeah, and then I'm going to leave it in my garage, because my garage gets to be about 10 degrees hotter than it is outside. So it'll be about 90 degrees when I go to do this, and hopefully 90 degrees all day won't hurt the body too much. I don't know. We'll see. I might do it on a day off so I can keep an eye on it. Something that's interesting that I've also been noticing too on this stuff, it gives 4 different kit numbers and then 4 different colors that it was molded in. So there's yellow, fluorescent orange, white, and black. I would really like to get the fluorescent orange one, and then just keep it like in a box or something, or just build it naked. You know, I think that'd be kind of cool. So I'm working on that. The other issue that I have is actually I didn't inventory all my parts. So here's a look at the engine. Everything looks great, fine, dandy, about ready to go. So last night because I'm building things as sub-assemblies, as you can see, like the roll cage is a sub-assembly. The frame here, I glued the front end in because it all gets painted the same color. Why not? I could just detail paint what I don't want red. So that's a sub-assembly. I was building the engine as a sub-assembly, and come to find out, I don't know if I'm missing an entire parts tree or what, but I'm definitely missing 2 halves of a header. I'm missing the outside for this one, which is the passenger side header, and the inside to this one, which is the driver's side header. So I have 2 halves for 2 different sides, and yeah, 2 halves for 2 different sides. I'm a little irritated at that one, but you know, what can I do about it other than probably look and see what a resin motor is gonna cost and probably get a resin motor put in here, which kind of really just irks me because, like, this motor's this far done, ready to go. You know, needs some touch-ups, but I don't know. So yeah, that's that. Decal sheet, though, I am happy with. I did get it off with just some very, very careful prying. I didn't mess it up too bad, and that's where it was stuck, as you can see by the ring. But as you look through the shine, I didn't screw up the decal, except for a tiny bit right there in the white, which I'm hoping actually will come off. And it might not, but we will see. But perfect. I mean, not yellow. These are 22 years old. So maybe 23 years old. So yeah. Some other inconsistencies as I'm doing research on the car is the seats. He didn't run this style seat in the 1992 car. It's actually about this much too tall. So I'll have to modify the seat to match. Because yeah, that, and then behind where the headrest would be, about right where my fingertip now is at, there was a plate that went behind him. Another one is the ignition boxes on his car went from on this side of the roll cage right here, and it was like a plate that kind of stuck up from the floor. I had all of his coil boxes and stuff like that, so I'm gonna have to scratch build that stuff, which is fine because I'm gonna end up removing this and making like a real fuel line, I think, just for some added realism. Also debating on opening up the trunk here, because I mean they gave me everything to do the detail on the back, but the only way to see it would be with the body off of it. I'm not planning on. Oh, excuse me. Shit. Sorry. I'm not planning on gluing it on so I can, you know, take it on and off, but at the same time, it's kind of a pain in the butt to try to prop this hood open without, you know, without any hinges. So I was already planning on making some just plain old stationary hinges that would hold the hood up, you know, like so. And then, so while I was doing that, I was thinking, well, I can make the hinge and just hold the trunk up like so also. And then do all the detail work inside there. But I don't know yet. That will be for a later date. Right now I'm just kind of having fun, just tinkering with the body, getting it wet sanded and everything nice and perfect on it and ready to go for primer. Because pretty much everything's ready to go into primer except for the body. Well, and I say ready, like I can prime it right now if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to let it soak for a couple of days in some water. Soap, mildly soap water, mildly soapy, I don't know. Mild soap in water mixed together like that. I'm kind of going nuts here. I'm just not sleeping well. Oh, work's been killing me. So, so I'm gonna get plugging away some more at this. Yeah, sorry it's not more, and I probably took up a lot of your time again, because I tend to do that. I like to kind of ramble on about things. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I got all the mold lines out, which the bad ones were right here up on this corner, which was easy as crap to take out. I mean, this thing sands. This thing wants to be perfect. It's sand. So, oh, and then there was 2 mold lines back here. And then, I think I said it already, but I went ahead and glued the front and rear bumpers on. Because I'm not entirely sure, but I'll have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure these bodies were one piece. I mean, they're not literally one piece. I mean, they were, you know, skinned on and welded into place, but I mean, there's no separate bumper, because that would create a hole or a place to cause drag somewhere. So I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure they were all built as one piece. So I probably should go in and fill all this, make sure it's all nice and perfect. But I don't know, I'll have to do some more research on it. So here's a funny, excuse me, another funny thing about this car is I have a cutout over here, and I don't over here. I have this skirt that's like this on this side, but not like that on this side. Okay, you notice that the skirt is missing. I would assume that the tailpipes would go out just the one side, but they don't. They go out both sides. Don't know what's up with that. Kind of wanting to maybe think about adding the skirt. And to be completely honest, that could be what it may not be warped at all. It may be the skirt itself. Nah, it's warped. I don't see how it could be, you know, either way, I don't know. No, it's not warped. So this body is not warped after all. It's the skirt. The skirt on this side is taller back here than it is up here. least that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to say it's not warped. And it's all in my head. Because I just now noticed that. So I wonder if I took a piece and built me another skirt exactly to that dimension, these dimensions here, if the body would miraculously straighten out. I don't know. I'll think about it and see what's gonna happen. Till then, you know, I'll see. I'll keep posting. My YouTube channel is kind of all over the place because I use it just for about everything now. So, I catch a couple of you guys's. I did get invited to a 48-hour build. Sorry guys, I don't do the 48-hour builds. I don't like to be rushed. I like to take my time and think about it and overthink about it and overthink about it and change my mind about 1,500 times. Because that's me. This is how I am. I don't think I could build one in 2 days and be absolutely happy with it. Just for the simple fact that I'm already in day number 2, and the only thing I've gotten done is I got a roll cage built and some body work done in 2 days. So yeah, it would be impossible for me to do a 48-hour build. Yeah, but I do appreciate the invite, guys. I really do. But I don't think I could ever do a build in 48 hours. So anyways, now that I've wasted so much of your time, I'm going to actually get out of here and get working some more on this body. The next time you see this, hopefully it will be in primer. But most definitely, this thing will be perfectly sanded. Yeah. So, this is Nate from Racecar Customs, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.